Hey boo, welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about this 5-star series by T.M. Richardson. Good evening, boys and girls. I have had the pleasure of getting into my first poly romance. And then once I read book 1, I said, where is book 2? And I read book 2, and I want to tell you guys about both of them. The first book is The Oath. Now, this author, T.M. Richardson, first of all, make sure you guys, if you're on the TikTok, make sure you guys are following her over here on TikTok because she is hilarious, first of all. And it makes me just love her books even more because I know it comes from a place of genuineness. I know it comes from a place of that. The Oath, the first book that I want to talk about is the first book in the Secrets series. We have a FMC, female main character, Tatum. It comes off the cuff. There is a tragedy that happens with her husband. He's finna die. But he's like, I'm finna die. But my best friends, they're going to help you. They're going to take care of you. They're going to make sure you're okay. And they know about this oath that they're taking. And she's like, okay, maybe I need some help with the groceries. They do have a son. Maybe I need some help with him to, pick him up from the practices and whatnot, go to a PTA meeting here and there, maybe a couple of dollars, I might be short or whatever, this and that. That's not what her husband meant. He meant that these guys are not only going to take care of that, but they're going to take care of Tatum. And I said, okay, here we go. How is this going to work? So we have Miles, we have Deacon, and we have Cassidy. They are the best friends of Franklin, her husband. And let me just read a little bit of the synopsis. So, does a second chance at happiness include your husband's 3 best friends? Miles, Deacon, and Cassidy are Franklin's best friends, brothers in every sense of the word. When Franklin asks his brothers to do something unorthodox as his dying wish, the trio has some reservations. When they tell his widow about the oath they are bound to brotherhood to uphold, will she run or will she embrace this new phase in her life that includes the 3 of them? My question is, why he just couldn't pick one? Why he just couldn't pick one and then have the others as like supporting, from the outside, but like, you gonna be the one, the Franklin stand-in. Maybe that's just me. I'm thinking too small is what I think. I'm thinking too small. Franklin, he was thinking real big. So again, this is a poly romance. So that means 2 or more. I also love how T.M. Richardson just recently, if you go back into her TikToks, she really tells us about the poly world and how that works. I may insert that here so y'all can get educated like I got educated. This book is 302 pages. I was able to get this book on Kindle Unlimited, and it came out in January, and I'm just now getting on the bandwagon. But the girls are over here. They're over here, and they are eating this book up. I might want to read a couple more poly romances. Judge somebody else. Don't judge me. 3 men and 1 woman. I said, girl. I'm cooking me a little dinner, so I'm gonna go check on her. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, let's just be clear. This video is not going to be for everybody. And I get that. I'm intrigued. And I'm going to read what I want to read because this is my channel, right? So here are some poly definitions that you may or may not have known about. So if the verbiage is referring to MF, that is a male-female relationship or situationship. If we are saying MM, that is a male on male, okay? If it is a MMM, then that is a male menage. So that is men and more men. If it is a FF, that is female on female, okay? If we have FFF, that is a female menage. So many lovers, 2 or more, okay? If we have a MMF, so MMF, that is a male, and a female, meaning that the guys, make sure I'm clear, because here's where it gets fuzzy for me, right? So the guys do each other as well as the female in the group. So they're bisexual because the guys are going to do each other, but they'll also do the female. Then we have a MFM, which is a male, female, male, meaning that the guys only do the woman and not each other. Okay. We have MFMM or a MFMM plus, which is one alpha male who gets the woman, but there are other males in the menage as well who only do the woman and not each other, also called a reverse harem. And if I'm not mistaken, the MFMM is actually what's happening in the oath. Okay. Now the MMMF or the MMM plus F is the guys do each other in addition to the woman. And you will also see this referred to as crossing swords. All right. So now that we got that lesson out of the way, speaking of crossing swords, let's talk about the offer. I'm going to check on my food one more time. Okay, I'm back. So we have, let me get you guys the synopsis, okay? 1 faithful night, 2 Prince Charmings. Alicia hasn't had the best of luck. Her dream of expanding her salon into a franchise has stalled. Her dating life is non-existent. She spends her nights with wine, takeout, and thriller marathons. Looking to spice up her life, she heads back to the one place she knows will satisfy her desires. Little does she know, the one night of passion and a leaked photograph will upend her life in more ways than one. Christoph and Kadeem have been together for years, living and loving each other under the radar. Their relationship is solid, but they've always felt that someone was missing from their lives. Be enough. So Alicia is Tatum's cousin. So Tatum introduces Alicia to the sex club, and then Alicia's like, yo, I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to see what that be like. Little did she know, some people was with these two, Christoph and Kadeem, they had peeped her when she came the first time, and they've been looking for her ever since. They find her and they make her an offer that she cannot refuse. So she's trying to get her salon off the ground. She's trying to sell weaves and whatnot. And Christoph, he is running for a public office, and he needs to kind of set his persona as a family man. So he's like, yo, can you pretend to be with me so that I can win the Senate seat? And once the election and stuff is over, then I'm going to break you off with some money so you can do your thing, and then, we can go this way. But deep down, Christoph wants her along with his boyfriend. And so that's how the story continues to go. Like, they're falling for each other. They're going on these dates. It's so romantic. I've never read anything like this before. And at first I am open-minded in general, but you definitely have to go into this book with an open mind. Just like the other book, there was some parts in it where I was like, okay, guys, Let's move it. Let's move on. Let's move the plot along. But I got the gist of it. I heard enough. I read enough, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Learn about some different stuff. Okay, we went through the definitions. Y'all saw them definitions. Okay, it's a lot going on out here. It ain't just a MF. Okay, so it's a lot of different things going on in the world. And I say this, y'all need to just go ahead and understand now for before you are forced to understand in other circumstances. Okay. That's my TED talk on that situation. But the offer is 274 pages. It is available on Kindle Unlimited if you have it. Make sure you guys are tuned in to TM Richardson because she has another book coming out at the top of the year. We'll be talking about that a little later because I'm going to give you guys my preview for 2025, what I'm looking forward to, what I have on my radar, but she does have something coming out. So y'all want to make sure y'all are following her. That's it. So if you've made it this far in this video, don't forget to like this video. Liking this video really shows the algorithm that I am putting out content that others will want to look at as well. So I appreciate that in advance. If you are still watching this video, don't forget to comment to this video. Have you read any books by T.M. Richardson? Would you like to read this book? Is this something that you would like to put on your TBR? And lastly, don't forget to share this content with another fellow baby reader. And until next time, guys, bye.
Yeah.